Hey, we got Rockingham Park displays
Rockingham
here.
Park, yes. There was a man, Mr. Smith, who was the motivating force behind getting the
Right, Bud
Rockingham
Smith.
Park
Yeah,
here.
right.
The clubhouse burned down once and they
Right.
rebuilt it.
What is that, an ostrich?
Well,
Now,
they were doing
explain
all
that.
sorts of things
I
to
guess
try
so.
to try to get people to come in, and they've raced a lot of things, and one of them was ostriches. There you see ostriches. For a while there, it was known as the Rockingham Speedway, and the Speedway, they had a wooden track in the early part of the 20th century, and they raced cars there.
Wow.
They had a banked wooden track. This is a Shriner's Luncheon at Rockingham Park. So they had an outing, looks like about 1930, 35, in that range. They had their outing there, and then they went to the races. Now, it looks like this picture is of the Shriners having lunch during the meeting. I wanted to show you this. At one time, Rockingham Racetrack had its own police force. And there are pictures with the staff that they had there. It was a pretty good-sized police force, maybe 20 or 30 individuals. But this was a hat that was worn in the era between 1912 and 1925. So, you know, a policeman would wear something like this. It doesn't look like today's policeman.
No.
More like an English bobby.
Yeah, right, exactly. The next section is like a poster of what, if Canobie Lake Park or the train system, trolley system?
In the early part of the 20th century, the way to get here and to go back down to Haverhill and Methuen, Lawrence, was by trolley. In fact, you could go by trolley all the way to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We had trolley tracks going all the way to Portsmouth. And they came through Salem. Now, the trolley company had a lot of business during the week. People were going to work, people were going shopping, and they were doing their business, and they'd use a trolley. On the weekend, and their weekend was pretty short, Saturday afternoon and Sunday. A lot of people worked Saturday morning. But in the weekend, business went way down. So the trolley company early on were looking for ways to increase business on a weekend.
Yeah.
So they came up with an idea. Let's take the trolley line. At the end of the trolley line, we'll put a park. And so they did. And Salem was the end of the one trolley line, and they put a park at the end. The end of the park became what we know as Canobie Lake Park. And into the 1930s, and then they kind of went away because
Even though they went away, Canobie Lake Park grew.
Canobie Lake Park, it just grew and grew.
Right.
I mean, on 97, a little ways down the road on Main Street, there's a big building that's being occupied by a construction company.
Used to be a station, huh?
It was the car barn for these trolleys. They would go in there and store the cars. They could hold 20 or 25 cars in there.
That's actually a better picture
That's a
there.
better picture right here.
Because it
think
looks almost like that now.
Garabedian.
Right.
Garabedian, sorry. And they're the present owners of the building, and it's still intact. It looks pretty much the same way as it did when they were using it as a car barn, but they did their repairs there and stored the cars and did maintenance on them. Okay.
And it all started with the trolley system.
Yeah, Canobie Lake was there because of the trolley system.
Now, is this the depot, right, as we know as the Salem Depot area?
I think it's probably down here.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, this is the Point A station. That's the terminal at Canobie Lake.
But the Salem Depot was very important because not only did it bring people to Canobie Lake Park, but it also...
Well, remember too that Salem Depot, they also had the regular trains, not only the trolleys.
right.
The regular train ran through there.